Alright, what's up everyone? It is January 3rd, 3 days after New Year's. We are now into the year 2024. And with 2024, we all know it's time to make new goals. It's time to become better. It's time to strive to become a better person. It's time to envision someone who we can truly become. And, well, I know that goals are something we set out to be or set out to do, but it's not about accomplishing the goals. It's about improving throughout the story of accomplishing the goal, of trying to accomplish the goal. Because goals, as realistic as you can set them to be, sometimes they're not really accomplishable. Because you want a goal to be difficult, to test yourself. And although you may not accomplish it, by the time you're done through that timeline of trying to accomplish that goal, you ended up becoming someone better than who you were in the beginning of trying to set up to do that goal. Right now, I'm chilling. It's raining outside. I thought I'd make a good video, at least somewhat, about just trying to get people to, accomplish things. And one way to actually accomplish things is to have motivation and discipline, of course. But the sources on how to get motivation and discipline is it's a questionable thing. But for motivation, don't look at outside of yourself. Don't look for advice or answers when it comes to having problems in your life. Because let's be honest, you know the answers to your problems. You know the answer to really get shit done. And if you really, really actually dedicated yourself, took time out of your day to plan, to think about how you're gonna go to the plan, and to think about how to execute the plan. If you take time to plan shit out, to set goals, to set time aside to improve your life, you really can change your life. You really can accomplish your goals. The ultimate thing is that sometimes we look for an outside answer. We look for the confirming opinion from an outside source. And by outside source, that means anything that's not from us. Anything, advice, or not advice. Don't ignore all advice. Like, I'm not saying like that, but advice that's saying like you should work out. When you know the answer is that obviously you should work out. You should be in shape. You should strive to being healthy. You should strive to becoming mentally and physically healthy. But the thing is, like, don't take a yes from someone else when you already know the answer is yes. Sometimes we lag and wait for that response, and we end up wasting so much valuable time. We end up wasting so much time that we end up regretting it in the future. Think about a goal that you have been trying to accomplish lately. Something that's been on your mind every now and then, but you never really got to it. You never fully put your time into it. When you know that you've procrastinated, and be honest with yourself, you know that you have procrastinated. When you know that you have procrastinated and you wasted all the time that you could have put into what you needed to do, into what you set your mind to do, wasted, and you spent that all doing something else, like playing video games, wasting time with friends, going out every day or some shit like that, being on your phone, you regret it. You will regret it. You will feel that pain. But remember that pain, because that pain is not necessarily bad. You can use that pain as a source. But the thing is, obviously you don't want to feel that pain of regret. You don't want to feel that pain of regret. But knowing where we are now is that we all procrastinated. We all just lagged on our goals. Some we may have accomplished, but some we didn't. And of course we're gonna feel that. We're gonna feel that at the end of the day. And it's gonna sit with us. But I want you to remember that pain. Remember that pain of regret. Remember that pain of regretting not doing what you needed to do. Not doing what you should have done. And use that as a power source, as motivation. Every time you feel yourself starting to lack discipline, every time you feel yourself starting to give out, not wanting to go to the gym, not wanting to accomplish your goals, not wanting to clean your room, not wanting to fix your relationships, not wanting to become mentally more stable, not wanting to become physically fit, and everything, all that criteria of trying to improve in general, every time you feel yourself feeling down, I want you to tell yourself, look yourself in the mirror, whatever it takes. Find yourself a quiet place, a place where you're by yourself, and talk to yourself. Talk to yourself, remind yourself of your goals, remind yourself of what you're trying to do, remind yourself of the possible regret you could feel, remind yourself that there's no tomorrow, remind yourself as many things, give yourself as many reasons as possible to do what you need to do in order to get your life straight. Let yourself be that inner source of energy to do what you need to do, because you do not need someone to tell you, yes, go to the fucking gym and go get fit. Yes, go for a fucking walk and figure out your problems. Don't wait for someone to tell you and someone to fucking hold your hand and tell you what you want to hear. You know the answers to your problems. You know exactly what needs to get done. But in order for that to get done, you need to take action. You do not need no one. You do not need anyone. The person to get all that work done, the person to become who you really want to be, that you need, is yourself. It is yourself ultimately. It is ultimately you to decide. No one is going to hold your hand in life and do those goals for you. No one is going to hold your hand in life and tell you exactly what to do. You need to be capable of telling yourself to get up when you don't want to get up. You need to be capable of doing what you want, what you need to do when you don't want to do it. I gotta go get my dog. I got a new dog, chat. Peep. Peep, peep. Which bumbleclaw dog I am? What kind of bumbleclaw dog I am? Alright. Fuck, I lost myself. What was I? What was I, chat? Where was I? Being that source. Yes. You know the answer to your problems. Let's just stop the bullcrap. Look, the world is tough, and unfortunately, if you're not gonna do something, you are gonna lag behind. The world is constantly moving. The sun is always gonna rise. The moon will always fall and rise. It is always gonna be a complete cycle. Nature, it dies and grows back. Look, life is always going to be moving. well, it's always gonna be like a non-stop thing. Cars, down and back, people working every day. It's not gonna stop. The only way that you will truly accomplish things is if you get up and don't let those things drag you down. And don't let yourself drag yourself down. Because it's not also a thing about listening to others for yes. It's also about listening to others to saying no. Who gives a fuck about the hate? Who gives a fuck about whatever people have to think about what you really want to do? You know the answer. You know that you're truly capable of it. Of course, there's gonna be moments of doubt. There's gonna be moments where you're truly gonna doubt yourself. But that is because you're letting those thoughts ultimately fall in. It's your decision. Whatever you feed yourself, or whatever you do feed, it's gonna grow. So if you feed bullshit's gonna grow. Feed positivity to your mind. Feed growth to your mind. Feed just overall becoming a better person. And yeah, that's mainly all I gotta say, man. Talk to yourself. Whatever it takes to get yourself to move. But don't rely on anyone else or anything else to get you motivated. Don't rely on anyone else or anything else to get you motivated. Get those goals accomplished. Start working. Start planning now if you haven't already. I want you to really stick to those goals. And just know, motivation is a key factor. A lot of people can say motivation is bullshit. But motivation is still a key factor of getting shit done. As good as discipline. Discipline, get a routine. Wake up at a certain time. It doesn't have to be fucking early. Just wake up at a certain time. Get 8 hours of rest every day and get shit done.